I'm Casey of Dumaguete Infonet Service. In this video, we will be answering some frequently asked questions about the S-Pass in the Philippines. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Let's get started. Number 1. What is an S-Pass? S-Pass stands for Safe, Swift, and Smart Passage. It is an online travel management system institutionalized by the Interagency Task Force, or IATF, for the management of emerging infectious diseases through Resolution Number 101. It is intended as a one-stop communication and coordination platform for travelers and local government units, or LGUs. It improves coordination between the traveler and LGUs by providing a common and unified platform for communicating travel policies and requirements set by the provincial LGUs, highly urbanized cities, and independent component cities. It also facilitates the application process of necessary travel permits needed before travel, if such are required depending on the travel policy of the LGU of destination. Number 2. Who needs to use the S-Pass? Only those who intend to travel need to use the S-Pass. Travelers can check the travel policy and requirements of their LGU of destination. They can also use S-Pass in applying for online travel documents depending on the travel policy of their local government. Number 3. What do you need to have an S-Pass account and how to use it? A user needs to have an internet-capable device such as a desktop computer, laptop, tablet, or mobile phone. The user needs to get to the S-Pass website in order to register and use the system. It is recommended that Google Chrome is used as a browser for a better user experience. A personal mobile number is also needed for registration. An email address is optional because this is only needed in case of password resetting. Number 4. What do you do if you do not have access to internet? For travelers with no access to the internet or who do not know how to use the internet, it is suggested that they request assistance from their family members, friends, or their LGU representatives to use S-Pass website. Number 5. What travel permits should you apply for? If the traveler is going to an LGU with unrestricted travel policy, there is no need to register and use the S-Pass website since no travel documents are required. If the traveler is going to a local government unit with a restricted policy, an application for a Travel Coordination Permit, or TCP, is required. If the traveler is going to an LGU with unrestricted travel policy, but passing through an area with strict travel protocols, it is recommended that a Travel Pass-Thru Permit, or TPP, is generated to be presented to the appropriate authorities when requested. Number 6. How do you know the travel policies and requirements of the local government units? Users need to go to the official S-Pass website where they can immediately see the travel policy, either restricted or unrestricted, of the LGU they are planning to visit. They can also get the detailed information on the travel requirements from the LGU, particularly if they have a restricted travel policy. Number 7. Are all LGUs using S-Pass? Currently, not all LGUs are using S-Pass. If the local government using is not using the S-Pass, the traveler cannot apply for a Travel Coordination Permit to this LGU, particularly if it has a restricted travel policy. The traveler is advised to contact directly the LGU to coordinate his or her travel. If the LGU has an unrestricted travel policy, there is no need for the travelers to use the S-Pass. Number 8. Who approves the Travel Coordination Permit and how long is the approval process? The LGU of destination approves the application for a Travel Coordination Permit. The approval process is dependent on the completeness of the documents submitted to the LGU and its own processing time. Travelers need to follow up with the LGU on the status of their applications. SPS has no control over the approval process, but assists by notifying the local government units of pending applications. Number 9. Who approves the Travel Pass-Thru Permit or TPP? The Travel Pass-Thru Permit does not need any approval. It is a document that is automatically generated by the SPS. Number 10. Do you need a TCP or TPP for all members of the family when traveling together? Yes. The TCP or TPP is issued individually. Number 11. Are you exempted from having a TCP or TPP if you are an authorized person outside of residence or APOR? Only authorized persons outside of residence from government agencies are exempted from TCP or TPP. As per IATF Resolution 101, APORs from government agencies needs to show their travel order, ID, and travel itinerary when traveling. Number 12. What type of document are the TCP and TPP? The TCP and TPP are digital documents that are sent to your SPS account. These can be stored in your mobile phone for showing to authorities during inspection. These documents can also be printed in paper and carried physically during the travel. Number 13. Who checks the TCP and TPP? The LGU of destination will be the one to check your travel coordination permit upon your arrival to the locality. The Travel Pass-Thru Permit, or TPP, may be checked by your designated authorities when passing through LGUs with strict travel protocols. The TCP and TPP might also be checked at airports and seaports, although there are no standard and harmonized policies on this yet. Number 14. How is TCP or TPP checked? The TCP or TPP, whether in digital or printed form, can be checked by authorities by scanning the QR code in the said documents. It should be noted that a unique QR code is generated every time a TCP or TPP is issued to a traveler. And lastly, number 15. Is SPS a contact tracing app? No. SPS is a travel management system used to coordinate your travel to your destination LGU even before you leave your residence or locality. In your community and upon arrival at the destination of LGU, travelers are encouraged to use StaySafe, the contact tracing application mandated by the Interagency Task Force or IATF for the management of emerging infectious diseases. Please take note that we are not the Department of Science and Technology nor any LGU office. For more information, please contact your respective local government unit. Check out our video description to see the link to the SPS website. Did you find this video helpful? Let us know in the comments below. Again, I am Daisy of Dumaguete InfoNet Service. See you in the next videos.